Hey, how about one for the scrapbook, Professor?
If you don't mind, Sergeant, I'm trying to document this area for study.
You will come with me.
Why don't we put the lady down and talk about this man to freak?
As you wish.
Anders, get out of here!
I'll come quietly if you let him live.
Sir. I'm okay. Spirit of Fire, this is Forge. I lost Anders.
What happened?
Some massive elite came out of nowhere.
Captain, I'm tracking her transponder. It's heading away from the planet.
Damn it.
Sergeant, get up here on the double.
Already en route, sir. We're all accounted for. Why haven't we left yet?
Why aren't you in the med bay, Sergeant?
The Professor's signal has gone to light speed, headed for the border.
That puts it outside weapon range.
What? We have to go after her.
Sir, I can only track that transponder a few more seconds.
Captain!
Sir, Anders represents a significant security breach.
Serena, get us underway immediately. Follow that signal.
Aye, aye, sir. So, we left a note saying we're leaving, right?
Where the hell are we, Serena?
We're in orbit around a planet in the middle of... Actually, I'm still working on that, sir.
Anders?
The Covenant vessel we pursued appears to have taken cover on the planet's surface. I have rough coordinates.
Any sign of other Covenant activity?
Not that I can detect. Although this world is giving off some pretty crazy readings.
Get Forge down there.
I believe he's already aboard a Pelican, awaiting your word.
Spirit of Fire. Elephant recon teams Echo and India are clear of hostiles and moving to potential base sites. Over.
Roger that. Sergeant Forge, you will need to clear that fire line just ahead of your location and get to your beacon. We'll follow up at that time.
Wow, I mean, these cutscenes just get better and better. We had Gutter, we had Forge, we had a huge elite, we had a freaking Spartan, they were all on the command deck, like, dude, we gotta get there now. And then, yep, you guys pretty much got the gist of it. The Flood are here! This level kind of starts out unique. It's kind of like a tutorial in itself. It teaches you how to use the elephant. The elephant, pretty much, I won't say they're underrated, I think they're just underutilized. Like in multiplayer, Halo 3 multiplayer at least, there was only a couple units where you could actually use them, and even then they weren't that important. I mean, sure, the flag would spawn in there, but it didn't really... there seemed to be such potential for great gameplay there with the elephants, you know, defending them and driving around using machine guns, but really, I don't think they really got their 15 minutes of fame. Particularly since they weren't in Halo Reach and they weren't in Halo 4, and that actually brings me to the point I wanted to bring up. Halo multiplayer, for the longest time, I wanted it to be like a Battlefield game. Just imagine you're in, like, if you play Battlefield, just like imagine any big Battlefield map, like Caspian Border or whatever, and then just imagine, then just imagine you got the Halo assault rifle in your hand, and then you see a Pelican fly past, and you got ghosts zooming around, and then you got elephants. I mean, it would just be so cool. I mean, if you guys thought Star Wars Battlefront, the E3 trailer looked badass, then just imagine how that would look with Halo, because it would all look so damn cool. In fact, it would probably look just as impressive, I'd say. I think
we can't lose any of those elephants. We need all of them intact.
This is on heroic. What the fuck are they doing to my elephant? Those bastards. So yeah, essentially we need to make inventory out of the elephant. Wow, we're really getting fucked. We're really getting fucked. That is the most aggro chopper I've ever seen. And don't even get me started on why they called it a chopper. I know it looks like a chopper, but still, it's a fucking alien thing. There is no way they would call it a chopper. Although these are actually the human names for it, so maybe they would. Never mind, I'll just shut up now. We haven't even got anywhere. There's still about 4 choppers. The fuck?
Spartan Red Team reporting in.
Thank you very much. Why didn't you show up afterwards? Or beforehand? Why are you showing up just until now? I would get angry, but these brutes are actually really cool. Brute Chieftain was probably my favorite hero to play as a multiplayer. It used to be the Prophet for the longest time, but then, you know, that gravity thing, just seeing people rage quit from that was so funny. Do you guys remember the brutes from Halo 2? They didn't actually have shields in that one. They would just charge you like berserk monkeys, and just they would take so much punishment before going down. I always thought that was cool that they didn't need shield technology in number 2. And then I guess they're like, that doesn't actually make sense, we'll give them the shields like the elites do in Halo 3. But that short moment when you killed brutes as Master Chief in Halo 2, yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Spartans, you should be able to take those choppers, so I'm just going to focus on the infantry. Okay, my frags are back. Go, go, go! Okay, that did fuck all. Alright. Let's unlock this elephant. Come on, I think it can actually fire its guns. That is actually an upgrade to get the defense turrets. It has that turret on the front, but I think it actually gets more.
Our beacon is just up ahead.
So, I think it will shoot while it's moving. I'm not sure though. Honestly, I didn't actually use them that much.
Where to? I'm going. Sir, Echo is operational. Situation normal. All is... Hold on. Something's... Movement! We've got movement all over! This is Echo! Help! Help! They breached our... Ah!
Echo signs are offline. Quite suddenly, I might add.
Sergeant, take a team out there and find out what's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, because that wasn't ominous in the slightest, was it? You just... The last thing you hear from the comm chatter is just screams. Ominous screams.
Hold for... Wait. Over there. What the hell was that?
Holy shit.
Spirit, this is India. They've taken over. Get us... Ah!
Oh god.
India's signs are offline as well.
That is definitely a
How
fate
very
worse than
ominous.
death, being taken over by the flood. You don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm not even going to begin to talk about my fear of the flood.
Right away.
Well, I think I was probably about 11 when I played the first Halo. You guys remember the library, all those carrier flood and all those infection flood? Oh man, I don't know how I got through that. I honestly don't. They, to this day, scare the bejesus out of me. Okay, what is actually our objective here? Investigate Echo Team? Are you crazy?
We're good to go.
Okay, let's just not heal our freaking elephant because I've just seen our resources. We're just gonna have to do our best not to
On the move.
not to lose our elephant. Sorry, I was talking over the first comm chatter. I actually can't hear the game very well because I do have my headset in, and I am playing the game audio through my TV. Actually, you know what? These are pretty good noise cancelling. I think we might be able to get away with turning this up a bit. There we go. Let's see if I can actually hear the in-game chatter so I know when to shut the fuck up.
Local units.
Okay, we need to investigate Echo Team. Oh god, let's just deploy this here. This is not going to go well. Oh, I'm going to lose so many Marines.
Signal flash. We must be close. On the move. Forge here. I believe teams Echo and India are compromised. Over.
Covenant? I'm not reading any brute signatures.
Not Covenant, sir. Something else. Something worse. Come on, Douglas.
Yeah, so the shit, retreat! Full retreat! I ask you a full retreat! Full retreat! Look at that. It's actually in... They actually did a good job with the flood in this. They put in so many more units. And that's firing a dust cloud. Like an actual dust cloud, which is infecting my troops. How do you defend against that? No wonder they weren't a playable faction. Holy god. Okay. Flamethrowers is actually probably the best bet to go with.
Local units.
Now, can we kill these things, please?
Local units. All units.
No, we're actually gonna have to attack if this thing isn't gonna let us. It's not gonna leave us alone. Oh god, but yeah, if you thought the flood was scary on their own, you know, not in their little groups, but they're reasonably sized groups. I mean, this is just an entire flood planet. Just imagine the number that we're gonna have to fight. It's crazy. Thank God. Yeah, Forge is only surviving because he's a hero, but all of our Marines are dead. All of our Marines are dead. Do you remember the Marines, the most dangerous enemy you would actually fight on Legendary were Grunts with Needlers, Jackal Snipers, and then the Flood Marines who had shotguns? Because it's probably the only time in the Halo campaigns you would come across a Marine shotgun that isn't in multiplayer. So, yeah. It kind of just opens your eyes to just how good the UNSC shotgun is, because those things would just insta-kill you, and it would be so annoying because it's a UNSC weapon and it's being used against you. Come on, kill these stupid infection forms. They're the ones that scare the bejesus out of me. I don't know how I watched Halo 2 Anniversary cutscene when that flood jumps on the Prophet of Mercy's neck. I don't know how the fuck I watched that. I mean, I'm in my 20s now, but they still scare the bejesus out of me! There is really no point in sending infantry in, because they're just gonna die. They literally are a liability, yeah. And it's saying that we actually just lost the Spartans, so okay, let's send in the rest of the fleet. And I just wanted to say fleet, I actually mean sending in the flamethrowers. Holy God! You're on fire, Forge. You point, I'll burn it. Using our own troops against you, yeah, that's kind of why they weren't a playable faction, because that's like having Saruman's convert enemy just like permanently, because my goodness. Maybe if they set it so that you couldn't convert the enemy while they were alive, you had to actually kill them and have yeah, you could only kill them once they were dead. You actually had to click on them, so you couldn't just do it in the middle of a fight, like when they're alive, like they can do now. Cause that seems a bit OP. Combat bomb's really cool, but yeah, costs money. So yeah, we've got all these weird tentacle things. It's just a bunch of flood biomass, clearly made by a giant grave mine. I can't even remember if we find a grave mine in this campaign. I really don't remember. Infection forms killed 750. They killed 80. I don't think we need to worry about not accomplishing that. I think we definitely will. There's loads of them. That thing just picked up one of my Marines. That was terrifying to see.
All units.
Come on, put him down. Destroy that thing. There you go.
You're clear. Let's get you home.
There was actually one multiplayer level where you could access this terminal.
I'm approving your beacon for a firebase site.
Retreat, elephant! It was actually a level where you could activate this terminal and all this flood would come flying out of this little, you know, Forerunner sealed vault or whatever. And the more times you opened it, the more flood would come out, and it was just amazing. You could have scarabs there, you could have everything, and they would actually push you by the end of it because there was just so many different flood. And oh man, it's amazing that you think you are prepared, and then all that stuff just wrecks you. We're gonna stay here. We're not gonna leave a Spartan behind. I mean, not on any honor-bound thing. It's just they're our greatest asset. They really are. And these things are just being made from this. So let's just do that.
Local units.
Local units. Okay, we can make a firebase here. I'd be a fool to make a barracks. I would be a fool to make a barracks.
Higher tech level required.
Yeah, we need.
Well, that's new and scary. These organisms are interesting. Our database has nothing on their origins, or, well, anything about them, really.
Local units.
At first glance, they appear to be a species of virulent, parasitic organisms that thrive by consuming other sentient life of sufficient biomass.
Complete.
Serena, you ever hear the phrase too much information? Let's do this.
Hear the phrase too much information. I imagine doing this level on Legendary would be fucking difficult.
I'm there.
Because we really didn't have that much money or that many units. But taking that first area still was kind of difficult.
Orders, heading out.
So yeah, we'd be a fool to make a barracks because they just infect all our units. So let's try and get a tech level 2 and let's get some scorpions out and let's get some much needed retribution.
Yes, sir.
And actually, can we upgrade our elephants? We can. We'll get twin engine and then defense turrets. Roger that.
Good to go, sir. Ready. I'm going. Standing by.
Bad flood, bad flood, bad flood. There you go. Alright, we're gonna have to send the 3 flamethrowers there. I think if we upgrade all of our turrets with the flame mortars, I think we should be good.
Let's do
I think we'll be good.
Complete.
I'm moving.
Reactor complete? Well, let's go ahead and upgrade these. You know what? I've never made an air pad on this mission, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to see how that turns out. That would be kind of fun to see. So I think we'll probably get Hornets and maybe Scorpions. I don't think, it pains me to say it, I don't think Cobras would be that useful in this level. Maybe we could make Wolverines, because the Flood do get aerial units somehow.
Yes.
I guess they jump up and infect the birds. It's kind of cool, actually. I don't think we need any more infantry. I think we're okay. We're upgrading all of these turrets, leaving nothing to chance. There we go. Tech level 2. We will get our vehicle pad out momentarily. And we are broke, because sad face. Alright, here we go. New Flood wave inbound.
Local units. Turret improved.
Really wish this game had stances and patrols and things, because we could just have our... We could set it so that we have our flamethrower units just circling the base in like a constant patrol action. That'd be really cool. Warcraft 3 does that really well. You literally just set 2 points and they'll walk back and forth between the 2 points.
Complete.
The next step up of that would be being able to set a number of points, and then you'd never have to update it. They would just, you know, circle the rounds and do it themselves. Alright, here we go. Vehicle depot. Air pad. We need to upgrade our heavy supply pads. We've only got 3. There is red over there. There is actually a bonus objective. There is another one. To find stranded Marines, and I think there's one here. There's one here. Probably like one all the way up here.
Supply pad.
But yeah, that would require a lot of fighting. You know what? I think we'll save the one. I think there's one up here. We might as well save that one. And I think there is one here, but you might have to go all the way around. We'll see. If we find them on the way, we'll save them. But yeah. They'll most likely just get infected and cause us trouble, so it's probably not worth it. But fuck it. Don't get infected! There you go, very nice. I have to keep sending them back because this game doesn't have stances. They're not smart enough to get back in the actual position they were always in. And oh my goodness, what an assault! We've got 2 flame mortars and 2 elephants firing at these things. Damn me if that's not cool. Spartans are in good formation actually, because the laser and the rocket launcher can hit them fine from where they're standing. Come on, finish him, finish him! Very nice. This whole level is just going to be digging deep, Alamo, flood inbound, brrr, dead. That's the name of the episode. That would be funny. Alright, we'll get canister shell, because fuck the flood. Let's upgrade this first.
Twin engine, research.
Twin engine, and the next upgrade will be defense turrets. I think the one after that is ceramic armor, which is actually cost quite a bit. Don't want to lose that elephant. We can make we can make vultures on this map. I have never made a vulture. Actually, I think when I played this level with John B, when I did this level with John, we played through the entire campaign. We're cool. We're bros. I think he actually got vultures, and he surprised me because I didn't know we could get vultures. That's coming back to me. I think I remember that. And I was like, really, John? And then I just remember, yeah, it's John. Of course he's gonna get vultures. Somehow he'll find a way. Alright, we're gonna get defense turrets. I would like to go on a little scouting, probing run. But, yeah, we really can't do that. We have no units. Okay, we need level 3. We've only got level 2. God damn it. For the most part, though, we're actually pretty sustainable. We're sustaining ourselves. Scorpion is going to be coming out with a couple Hornets. Actually, with the Hornets, I guess we could do aerial runs, but Hornets kind of lack the firepower to do any real damage to buildings, and those flood little tentacle things and those little pods they have do count as buildings, I'm pretty sure.
Defense turret.
So yeah, this kind of marks the beginning of a lot of flood missions, a lot of flood killing, and you know what? It is kind of cool because they do bring so much variety to the table. All right, here we go, 2 Hornets.
Send me in.
Send this in. Look at those defense turrets. That's what I mean. We get a giant one on the back. That's how you can tell. Giant fucking defense turret on the back. Yeah, look, they just climbed up that. There would be no place would be safe on this planet. It wouldn't be. Wow, such bravery. Such bravery. Yeah, then you could just get attacked from anywhere. Oh, the Hornet comes in. Oh, this game is so damn cool.
Ready. Taking command.
Send us there, right?
There you go.
Fine. Hornet, good to go.
What scares me most about those carrier flood is that I actually just think of all the little infection forms wriggling around inside them, and it just creeps me out thinking about it. And also, you remember, it was in Halo 3, it was right after the flood crash on Earth, and you had like those weird shape-shifting beetles where they could attach from walls and shoot little spikes at you. Like, any Marine would just put a bullet in their head. That is just way too scary to fight. Like, how could you not give in to fear there? Even Aragon would have succumbed to fear there. So you got that, and then you got like the giant berserker, like the giant brute floods. They're not actually made from brutes, I'm just saying it because they are huge hulking brutes, but they're like just huge forms of, or clumps of flood biomass, and they can actually just shake their back and have little flood infection forms, you know, pop out, which is just gross in its entirety. If you're an art designer for Bungie, how the fuck do you sleep at night having to design that shit up close and personal, and then having to animate it in all the cutscenes? How the fuck would you? I hope you got hazard pay for that. I really hope you got hazard pay. Can we put Forge in one of these? We cannot. That's just disappointing. 354 infection forms killed. 750. Oh my god. We could get a field armory. We'd have to destroy one of our spots first, and then get upgraded turrets, and then that way the flood would never be able to touch us. What was I saying before that? I was going on about... Before I was going on the rant about how the art designers should get hazard pay. I was leading somewhere, and I've completely forgotten. Whatever. Oh yeah, in Halo 3, when the flood landed on Earth, you have that cutscene afterwards. You got Lord Hood yelling at the shipmaster for glassing half of Africa because there was a flood breakout. Like, excuse me, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's fought these fuckers on several different planets, several different campaigns. Trust me, if one little flood spawn stays alive, I am doing not just one Marine a favor, I'm doing your entire fucking planet a favor by slaughtering most of what is still probably a desert in Africa. Actually, it's probably not a desert, but still, like, slaughtering most of the continent is a worthwhile exchange to make sure that they're completely dead. And in fact, you know what, if the flood were given enough time, it is very, very likely that they would have found like an underground place to hide. And then probably from that one infection spawn, it might have died off, it might have been able to infect something else, but you know what, actually, I don't know, depends how many survive. How many floods survive depends how much like flood biomass it could, you know, spread out and see if it could thrive. But it would still be worth it to just make sure they're all gone, just glass the entire thing. So damn it, Lord Hood, let the elite burn half your planet. It is worth it to stop the flood. And that's like my third round of this video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, we've actually hit our pop cap, so we might as well just go on the offensive now. We have 5 Hornets and 4 Scorpions, I'm liking it. And Elephant Team, what was it, Indigo or India? It was Echo and something. They were last found over here. Flood! Flood inbound! Holy shit! We don't have canister shells, wait, hold on. Alright, back to the action. I prefer the center of the action if you don't mind. Destroy that, go Scorpions, go!
Yes.
Whoa, those aerial things are fucking up my Hornets, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, and he tried to crash into the structure. I didn't think that was on purpose, and that was just the way it turned out. I'm doing you guys a favor by killing you. Trust me.
Local units.
Alright. Wingman. Zoom back to the front. Holy god, what the fuck is that? Oh yeah, those big line type things. Those are what come out of that vault on that multiplayer map I was talking about. I can't remember the name of the map, so in case you guys wanted to try that, it is a 2-player map. And there are like these little doors either, like there's like a giant mountain in between both players, and there's like doors either side, and you can open the doors and then the flood can fly out. That's the level I'm talking about. It's actually really cool. We have not used our carpet bomb. That is a lot of red. No, it's just infection forms. We're okay. We're okay. Okay, full slot.
Local units.
Here we go.
Hostiles clear. Let's let's move. It's getting darker out here.
Hold on, I want to find these Marines.
We need those units intact. Bring all elephants back to base, Sergeant.
Found them! Hey, Marines. Awesome.
We all scattered when it hit the fan.
Oh, and they're ODSTs. That
All right,
probably
let's get
wouldn't have
everyone
saved
back
them,
to the
actually.
base. Move.
These guys have 5 stars above their head. No wonder they survived. Holy god.
Local units.
These Hornets are actually really cool. I think there's a second group here we might be able to save. I'm trying to be benevolent this episode.
On my way.
On the move.
Thanks for the rescue, sir.
Local units.
No worries, buddy. They can't go back down that way. They're gonna have to go the long... No, they can go up here. They don't have to go the long way around. That's awesome.
All units.
All units.
Local units.
Local units. Just to make sure, you know. Alright, ODSTs are on the way back. Elephants are coming back. We're actually doing this A-okay. And those little red spots are still on the map because these things do regenerate, I'm pretty sure, unless you completely burn them out.
Hold for new orders.
Is that mission complete? Did we do it? Let's have a nice look at our army. There you go! Fuck you, Flood. We managed to hold our own. I'm quite proud of that.
Spirit, any closer on that transponder location?
I'm still trying to confirm Professor Anders' coordinates. A watched hot and all that.
Alright, and that is the end of the episode. We encountered the Flood. It was traumatizing. I brought up some we've confronted some inner demons. Actually, we did none of that. We just blew them up with scorpions. But let's say we did, for the sake of validity. And give this series some credibility that I think it deserves. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm trying to be funny here. But, Anders is still missing. So next up, we're going to be engaging the Flood, and we're going to try and be finding Anders. And the next series of missions, I can't imagine... I can't remember them that well. So I don't think I replayed them that much, which means I'll probably fuck up, which means you shouldn't miss it. Thank you so very much for watching. I'm Rick Devil. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.